when we published the 2020 World e-Parliament report early in the COVID-19 pandemic, it captured a picture of parliaments going through a phase of enforced innovation and learning to rapidly embed new ways of working supported by digital tools. The research behind the latest 2022 report set out to understand if, and if so how, parliaments have been changed by these experiences. We also wanted to understand how parliaments are using what they've experienced to continue to modernise and build resilience. The 2022 report highlights strategic gains already realised and reinforces the earlier finding that the pandemic has been a strong catalyst for new and transformational digital practices. As parliaments return to more familiar, less crisis-driven ways of operating, many remain changed by their experiences. However, the pandemic has also exposed the challenges faced by parliaments that lack the resources to deploy new methods of working or to invest in complex digital platforms and services. Our research found that far from being temporary, the pandemic has been a catalyst for change, leading to the potential for ongoing and incremental improvements in parliamentary functioning. Strong leadership, innovation, and a forward-focused vision emerge as being essential to sustaining this change. And those parliaments that chose to innovate have dramatically changed how they function, embracing new technologies and remote working. This has helped them to keep functioning through the crisis and beyond. These parliaments have become more efficient and more effective, often realising rapid gains in terms of their use of digital tools. Innovation has gone hand in hand with peer exchanges and connections with other parliaments during this time. As a result, many parliaments are now more flexible, more resilient, and more innovative. So let's take a look at some of the key findings from the new report. 87% of the parliaments we surveyed say that they have increased their resilience and that digital technologies have gained in importance and are now seen as strategic to the future of Parliament. 80% of those parliaments say digital tools are now more trusted by their members, and 88% agree that members are increasingly receptive to new ways of working. And this creates a timely opportunity to advance the modernisation of parliaments with the support and participation of members, which is vital. Parliamentary culture and ways of working have, for many, changed permanently. Flexible working options remain and innovation has a stronger focus, with 84% of parliaments becoming more innovative. And ICT had already been making steady but significant inroads. Now the pandemic has accelerated this trend. Digital technologies are more strongly embedded in the fabric of parliaments. So since March 2020, over half of parliaments have held a virtual plenary and more than 3/4 a virtual committee meeting. 46% of the parliaments we surveyed intend to retain at least some virtual capability, and so the virtual parliament will continue to evolve, and particularly around committees. So although parliaments want to return to physical meetings, even here they are changed, not least in the sense that they can respond to a crisis far more quickly than before. And this trend towards virtualisation is likely to continue to evolve, since remote and cloud technologies offer benefits to parliaments. Remote working for staff has become more accepted and is seen as beneficial and part of stronger focus on work-life balance, as well as efficiency for members and for staff. Looking ahead, the virtual parliament, modernising ICT and digital transformation are the top priorities that we saw. This is highlighted by greater use of the cloud and software as a service, as well as by changing patterns of ICT management, procurement and support. According to the participants in this research, these strategic objectives are supported by the need for remote working, strong cybersecurity, greater public participation, more user training, and digital workflows such as those that support legislative management and remote voting. For parliaments themselves, our report recommends that they carry out a formal inquiry to learn the lessons from the pandemic and to prepare themselves for the future. It's a good idea to ensure that the legal framework is reviewed, focusing on parliamentary resilience. And we recommend that parliaments undertake a digital capability assessment and review their business continuity planning. Parliament should review and update their digital strategy and strategic plan to take account of the need for a more holistic and high-level approach to ICT. And finally, we recommend that Parliaments delegate senior staff to participate in parliamentary knowledge exchanges, such as through the Centre for Innovation in Parliament, to learn from fellow parliaments and to share their experiences with their peers. If you've got any questions about the report and about our research, please contact us at the Centre for Innovation in Parliament at innovation@ipu.org. Thank you very much for your time.